So I have finished watching Veep second season, and it was brilliant. It was kind of deepening in its context and narrative, and the first season was great. The second season is even greater, even verging on being sublime, critical, political comedy. There, this sequence where the Beep vice president, you know, sings a comic song at a party, but that kind of rubbishes the European countries, and it backfires big time because the Beep vice president is going to Finland, and she makes a visit, and this sequence is really really enjoyable. All these happenings and disasters and international politics and personality crashes, and it's really really something to watch. And the underlying theme of the second series is the potential you know resignation of the president, right? I mean, there's this scandal going on, and maybe the president wouldn't run for a second term. So when that happens, the vice president would have her chance to be the president. And so this underlying political trend is something that sets the whole context. And on top of that, there's this uh, ongoing turmoil with her ex-husband. The relationship between the vice president and her ex-husband is portrayed as some in such a nuanced way, with all the complexities and richness and you know poison that would accompany such a relationship. So it's really realistic and also at the same time really humane, full of deep observations about what humans are. So these elements make the second season of Veep such a masterpiece, and the relationship with the press is really entertainingly portrayed, but it reminds us of the harsh reality of today's real politics. And this you know ongoing continuous battle between the politician and the press. It's sometimes really atrocious and sometimes savage, but that's what real democracy is made of, and the U.S. should be that kind of country. It's after all, if you read the Declaration of Independence, and it's where the modern democracy was born. Of course, it was nurtured in France and in the UK and elsewhere, but the American version of democracy is so precious, and it is a world heritage in the real sense. So and that democratic process is vouchsafed, so to speak, by this continuous clash between the politicians and the press. And so this battle is really fun to watch and sometimes unnerving, but after all, it is the material that our democracy is made of. So, in that sense, the second season of Veep is finally deeply moving and rewarding. After all the mirth and laughter and tears subside, we are left with a really clear picture of what democracy is and what democracy should be.